I'm testing. It is not working. Don't know what's the problem. First time I came, then it got, I don't know, it was stopped or something. Okay, it's not working. I'm going to try again. Sorry if for the trouble here to my followers, subscribers. Sorry. Okay, I can see the like. Thank you for the like, but it's not working. And okay, hello everyone. I'm live here. I can see it started. Testing the live screencasting, live stream. Not feeling well. Also, so no, it's not working. I don't know how many times I have to try this. So thank you, and sorry about this. Thank you for bearing with me as I keep trying, testing if it's going to come on screencasting live stream. Okay, it's not supposed to be like this. I set it before coming here on screencasting, but it comes like this. Oh, since it's come like this, I'm going to talk about my health here. So I'm really feels like it's become worse than before, and I'm unable. So I don't know who wants to hear this or cares to hear this, but I'm just going to do some ranting here, right? I don't mean to trouble or bother anyone. It's just that the way my condition is. Oh, oh, okay. I think on without the screencasting, the sound is better. Is it or not? Without the screencasting. No, it's just. So I'm going to put my mic up. When it's going to come on, what I've set it on screencasting. So it's like this. My videos. Let me just check the. So, what should I do? Yeah, so my health is terrible, and you know that the rude comments, harassment, they're not coming anymore. Fahad Ali and that Abraham or Ishtiaq loan. But I found a very disturbing video, extremely disturbing, on YouTube against Abu Dhabi Sheikh. And by the way, he's not the president or from the Al Nahyan family. This is, I don't know if they've changed names or what, but there seems to be like Indian, Muslim, I don't know, Muslim, Hindu, corruption, sex trafficking, or what do you call it, human trafficking from of these poor girls, very, very poor girls to UAE. And then in one of these cases, the sheikh murdered this girl he married from India. Now, I don't know which one is it. True Crime TRC. Dubai. It's not Dubai Sheikh's marriage to young Indian girl ends in tragic revenge, but it also says that Abu Dhabi. I think it was either this one or it was Crime Tapes, the first one I saw. No, no. Okay, so if this is true, this is extremely, like, this shouldn't be happening, right? Of course, not all sheikhs are like this in Dubai or in the UAE or in Abu Dhabi. I, uh, Not all Arabs are like this. So actually, we're not allowed to say without evidence and all this also, right? So one time, this family, a relative, community from the community of my father, its daughters, two daughters, acted very weird in my, very weird on my birthday, 1983, and they said things. When they started to say things against my father and my mother, now that it was really surprising. Their two sisters were now in my family, Sajwani family, right? So when they said things against my mother, I had heard from my mother's sister, middle one, mm, second eldest, because she was friends with their father's son. Of course, I was also, but they hadn't told me about this. So it seems like she told me that they had told her about the father. Right. So that was a long time ago. I was very young, in my teens, early teens. And, not hearing it from my father, who, I mean, they're in the same community, and very close friend, very close, and friends also. And so this is something that made me, think. And we've heard things against the Arabs in Pakistan, like a child jockey and all this. So, and there's some more things. So that's why I chose, like I didn't. Another thing was my father's family hasn't been that good with me, not all of them. Later on, things changed a little bit, got better with my other cousins growing up. And so, and someone like coming here disturbing me against the UAE president. Okay, so I was like saying, like this person was saying, I'm joking. This is not the way to joke. Bangkok, I'm going to take you, Banty, uh, I, and then, I've been brought up with a lot of khairat, right? Hashmi volunteer and all this. Although in Karachi, there were people who, I don't know what they did to us. Even my family, our family friend, she was a teacher in Habib Girls' School. She used to live nearby, and she told us in Karachi, she once told us that there was a bad man, who was hypnotizing girls and women through the eyes, looking at them, and then he would take them home and he would do bad things to them. So they live near the Coast Guard, right? OMI hospital now is there. But before the OMI and all this hospital in Karachi, bad man. These things, and my father even stopped before marriage. We went to see a movie in the cinema hall in Karachi, and when they got up to go, there was a man ahead of him, and he wanted to touch a girl or a woman, lady, and my father just stopped him, right, by holding his hand, grabbed his arm or hand. So this in Karachi, molesters in Sadr, and they did this to my Bardadar. Like when my mother used to travel, I was with her in the rickshaw, We were at that Reno cinema in a rickshaw. So whenever she traveled in public transport, not the family car, she would wear a burqa, whole burqa with the chiffon, like on her face, also covered. Sometimes, at the in the shop of maybe we were going to that Chotani jewelers shop where Madame Nurjan used to her jewelry from. He told my mother that I can give you Madame Nurjan's ring, and my mother has known Madame Nurjan. So yeah, maybe we were going to Chotani or somewhere there. Someone touched my mother. She was in the rickshaw. We were sitting in the rickshaw, and she had her burqa on in Karachi. So there's no law and order in Karachi. A long time ago in the 70s also, and this carried on early 70s and until late 70s, until I think Ziaul Haq came, right? So so it seems like there's been corruption in India, and so some woman, marriage, who deals in matchmaking. She's been an expert from India. So there's this. Uh, let me just check for sure if it's this one. This video I've seen. There are a couple of videos here I've seen. Dubai. It says Dubai Sheikh, Dubai Sheikh. But this one is from Abu Dhabi. Uh, one of them. Anyways, it's one of. And thank God the maid helped. Thanks much to the maid who helped. So I know stuff like, the religion also. Like I've seen the effect of my religion. I've been at times strict with about my sister, very protective, the younger sister, and things like that, right? So the religions affect and allowing mistresses and concubines like Prophet Muhammad, we are told, did through the Sunnis take it like that. The Shias may not take it, although I don't know whether they were hiding it from us or I didn't know the whole picture. Can't say. 12 Shia. Because recently I found out just years back on my own searching Google that can they take lives? Can they punish us apostasy on apostasy Shia Islam? So there are dissenting views, but actually it could happen. Yes, the majority say that kill them. Sorry, it means again. I'm not feeling well. Sorry, YouTube, I think doesn't allow us to say it like this. So, taking lives penalty in Shia Islam also, to my very shock, I saw right. So since I was told that you can do research, you have the freedom. If you think this religion, after the research, if you think this religion in your research, you find out not through experts, but yes, you can ask as expert Quran, Quran and teachers and Shia religious scholars. But if you think that this religion is false, then since you have the freedom to do your research and not blindly follow it, then I thought you had the freedom to even leave the religion when you want to. But that's not the case. Recently, 6, 7, 8 years back, I found out to my very shock on Wikipedia, searching Google, thanks to the search engines and all. And not being born recent, I know, I hope the Arabs change. Anyways, this sheikh was in jail, one of them. I don't know which video. So the maid helped, although the poor young Indian girl was strangled to death. Gone. Okay, it's very tough to talk about this. So the corruption in India also, and the corruption since I was in touch with my mother's relative recently, a few years ago. But because of my health, I flipped on him, Sadiq and Khoja, and I asked him, like, is there corruption here in the UAE? How much? Because I'd lived most of my life in Karachi due to my mother, and I I also wanted to live in Karachi or London. So in London, I lived for 3 years in childhood, and then later on, 3 years doing my LLB honors law studies. Right. So anyway, so a thing came out on my birthday because these cats and dogs are really friends who went against me. God knows what. So they were telling the ye shadi hai kya. So like in American school, we had a spirit week and we had all this. So I wanted to make my birthday like into a little bit like this or that, and I bought dresses. And my father was filthy rich, and so I changed, and they were on that also, that she's changed her clothes 3 times. I heard from the mutual friend, and they were made a face when they came to my birthday, and they also then stopped the mutual friend who had got a group of males to sing for my birthday. They stopped them also, Mazhar Ali and Naeem and all. Mazhar Ali, the drama, he comes actor in the Pakistani drama. He liked this particular girl who was my friend, and her sisters had recently come in our family, married to my father's younger brother. So they stopped them, and then later on, I didn't know during my birthday, but later on, a mutual friend told me this is what they've done. And so they had a fight with me when I was like, what's going on? I put my hand affectionately, like, gently on her shoulder. One of the sisters who was a closer friend of mine, but you're older than me. And then her younger sister, who was older than me, started to scream at me like a cat in you know, cat on a hot tin roof or something. And then they said things against my mother. What has my mother done to you? So maybe some devil got into them, right? Because I think that something now I really believe in black magic, right? Although at that time there was no way. I believed in God. So I think she was my friend and everything. I don't know why on this particular birthday of mine, now 1983, she started to make a face and she made her sisters. What the devil had gotten into them? Okay, so shall I? I can't cut the story short, right? Because I'm not prepared for this, whether it's interesting or not. Sorry about this. So going back to 1983. Okay. So why am I going back to 1983? Because there's something I said against um, her father. Because I was told about it, not by my mother, not by my father, even though the father had called my mother saying something against my father, that he's flirting with, don't let him come. A little bit, And my father's like, this is a mother. She's my mother's age. Why would I go? So he's older than my father. And so if my father, Islam allows younger people you can get married to. Of course, he's not going to get married to an older woman, but this person had this. He was he had this problem. So when my father was going there for the wedding arrangements, so he was, my father talks to the women and all this. Is there was like once in at the graveyard, and there was this person's daughter, but from the first wife. So he was like, "Hello, how are you?" And I was like, "Okay." Um, of course, from the community and all this, right? But here in Dubai, it's a different matter. When we were uh, in Karachi, it's a different matter. How to even talk to your relative community member, female. Some of us are quite like we were in Karachi, but not. And yeah, but still it's different. Like the men can't come and they can't mix in the weddings also. Right. So due to this religion, we've had problems. And even in myself, I've had this religion has put problems against me, my sister. So my mother wasn't like this. She was a lenient, moderate Muslim in Karachi. Okay. So I said something without, like, now I'm like, toba, toba, right? I don't have proof. It's only that I was told, I'm not sure whether I should even believe in this, but that I was told that the nephew of this person, the nephew of my elderly, like they're the elderlies of our community, they were told my aunt, not even my mother. My mother would never talk. So, trafficking and and I was told again by the youngest daughter here in Dubai that the Arabs keep, all of them keep mistresses. It was like a sweeping statement generally. When she came to our family apartment here with the sisters, older sisters, because my mother was their Bobby now. Like, uh, so they called her Bobby and they came to see my mother. And that's our our apartment in Dubai family. When my mother had come from Karachi for a short visit, that this going on. So then this Fahad Ali and all, uh, and another one coming here saying against Dubai police that, what he was insinuating, we could understand that traffic light, traffic, what you fines and all, parking. But you see, like whatever I've heard against Saudi Arabia, I would not go like that. Like I went to when King Abdullah was alive, like on his Facebook, someone's, I thought maybe not official, who King Abdullah's images come here, miraculous. So, and now you see that things are changing for the Arabs. Some say that uh, Crown Prince of Saudi. I'm surprised I can talk like this on YouTube. I'm actually broken inside. I haven't had difficult to get up to go to the bathroom or even to make tea for myself. Anyways, I've just woken up. Okay, where was I? So I can't do much. So please cooperate. Like they don't want, and they scared the living daylights out of me. And so one was coming against Saudi Arabia castration here on my, and then I flipped on him too because I don't know, there are people, Pakistanis and all this. Anyways, a taxi driver told me that a Pakistani, himself a Pakistani, said that they come here, they don't have food to eat, or they're hand to mouth, all this, and they want to go to disco, like these clubs. No, not the discotheques. We used to call it a long time ago. So I'm an old style person at times. So clubs and this kind of a thing. So now the Arabs are changing, right? And when I thought I had King Abdullah's Facebook page or group didn't say anything to me about it. Although I was told that a very handsome Emirati was barred from at that. Later on, I found out very good-looking Emirati barred from Saudi Arabia because he's good-looking. I was like, what is this? But I don't give my comments. Good-looking, honestly. I don't know whether this news was Emirati, and I think he's Bastaki. Good-looking. Let me just search if I can find that. But they didn't say anything to me. Marathi is barred from that. Okay, it hasn't. What's his name? I'm sorry, I've forgotten. I can't show this. Feeling well. And all the time I'll be saying this. I don't know how many times I have no control over myself right now. It's a little bit difficult to. So this, anyways, I wasn't told anything, and I thought, as a Shia, we love. I've kept saying this. We love Sunnis. We are not your enemies. I don't know why they have this thing against. I could understand. So I said, Imam Hassan appealing to the Yazid's army, taking Ali Asghar also. So I would go in peaceful, loving ways, like you are my King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia. I just, God gave me, and I thought, no, I have to follow the sign. So King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia's image. I said, no, I have to follow. And I shared this on Facebook, and I may have tagged, although in my country, we're not allowed to tag people. Some officials and pages and all this. I didn't know at that time, some years back, right? I didn't know the UAE rules and laws properly at that time. I just come from Karachi. So, anyways, yeah, Sadiq and Khoja. Oh, what? I asked him about UAE because he's lived in UAE, worked in UAE for some time. He said that there's no organized corruption. There's nothing like this in the UAE. So he assured me of that. Okay, and not having evidence, but my aunt telling me, I just, because on my mother and all this, what has my mother done to you people? These young girls, older than me, but younger than their sisters who married, and one had a nikah or engagement with my uncle against my mother. So I wouldn't say these things, but in that anger provocation, like I said that your father so supplies some whatever to the Arabs, right? So thank God there's a maid. I don't know, Filipino or what, Marissa? They've changed names in this video or YouTube video, but she had guided, like I was told by my ex-friend in Karachi, and I thought, yes, any message you get, like in this, mind, this I told her it could be distance mind control and this remote viewing, and sometimes on the road, the car with black glasses. Okay, I started. I'm going to continue later. See if I can screencast this. Test this. Okay, I have to go now. Sorry.